I'm a bad bitch, yeah. You know I'm that bitch, can't get off of this dick, yeah. I am that bitch, now you know I'm that bitch, yeah. I am that bitch, yeah. You know I'm that bitch, I am that.
Hello everyone and welcome back to That Bitch Podcast. Hope you guys all had a fantastic past 2 weeks. Mine has been very, very exhausting and very, very busy. So today's episode is going to be about my first experience at a strip club, which happened now 2 weekends ago. So I was in Calgary for a bachelorette party. Lots of fun. That 7-hour drive, though, is absolutely killer. I'm still recovering because I had the bachelorette in Calgary and then a wedding in Pincher Creek. And Pincher Creek is also 7 hours from Regina. So, lots and lots of driving these past 2 weekends. So I am still recovering. Hence why this episode is coming out late, but I'm putting out another one right after this as well to make up for that. But this one is about my first experience at a strip club. Now, it was a female strip club, but they did have 2 male strippers. So, my sister actually had it all set up for us to go there and get a performance or whatever, and like a little private show, I guess. So the 2 guys that were there, the first one, he had dreads. He was like kind of attractive, decent body, but he smelled like cigarettes and weed, so that was not very attractive. Very nice guy though. Then the next one, when he came out, he was dressed up as a police officer, so that was very hot. So the police officer, he ended up like slowly stripping down, of course, because what else is he gonna do? Dancing around, and then he did like this little game that's like he puts this poster of himself in a cone or something, and then you have to try and get your bill thrown into the cone when he's like got it right by his junk, but you can't see his junk obviously, because why would they allow the males to get totally naked when it's a private show? But no, they want you to pay for a show for just that one person separately. Like, you would think with the amount we paid that he would get like butt ass naked or something. We weren't even supposed to see like any like penis or anything, but the police officer one who did that, he did go like whoops and like popped out his dick. So that was kind of interesting. Was not expecting that. But with this experience, having the male stripper come up on you and dance all over you and get their abs right in their face and everything, and like the one guy put his abs in my face and like basically touched my nose, it was very hot. So myself, I did enjoy it quite a bit, so you kind of like understand why guys like going to strip clubs so much. At least this strip club was actually like pretty good. It wasn't raunchy or anything. But the thing that I find interesting, so we bought somebody a private dance with a male and a private dance with a female, okay? Now, with the male private dance, the male took the person we bought the dance for into a totally like secluded little private room, did the dance, got butt ass naked, whatever, dick probably in her face, yeah. But then when we paid for the female stripper to go take her, you would think, to the same kind of thing, private room, no. And what we find out is that they just took her to this one room that I think had like basically like a booth, I'm assuming, with it's like a wide room type, I guess, private area. But you see like the male and then the female who's a stripper dancing all nude in front of the person. So say, for example, it's like, I'm trying to picture this. Say it's like a U-shaped area. And then there'd be like, say, 8 guys sitting like spaced out. And then each guy has a girl who's stripping for them and all up over them and butt ass naked. They're all in the same room. So I find that's, I guess, kind of sexist. Like, a male has to be in a private room, but the females who you paid double for get to go into a room with a bunch of other males that are sitting down getting a strip dance from a butt-ass naked stripper. How is that fair? Why can't it be equal that the female takes whoever into the private room as well, and not just a fucking male? Yeah, I get only little males don't want to see another guy's penis. Well, that's a you problem. Oh, I think my dog's coming. Charlie! Hey, baby. But, like, honestly, it should be equal. So I thought that was kind of dumb. But then also having to pay double for a female compared to a male, that should also be equal pay for that. And it's shocking that you're paying double for the female, but you're not taken to a secluded private room with just you and the stripper. You're put in a room with a bunch of other strippers that are dancing for other people, but you paid double. Like, that just seems very dumb to me, and I don't think that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. Charlie, he's playing with one of his toys. I don't know. In my opinion, that's kind of dumb. It should be equal pay for one, and then equal, like, location. You're having it either everybody's all out with these females in their private area with the males and females dancing, or you get private rooms for each person. But no. Just because girls are usually more comfortable being around other females that are naked, and that guys don't want to see other penis. Boo fucking who, you guys? Get over it. I don't know. I just kind of thought that was dumb, in my opinion. But at this strip club, there's also go-go dancers. So those ones, they don't go walking around like the club trying to get you to get a private dance with them. There was lots of girls trying to get us to buy private dances because we were a bachelorette party. But then there was only the one that we got as a private for the one person, because she was like really nice and funny and wasn't like either awkward or really creepily weird. You could tell the ones that were trying really hard when they were coming up to us, it was like, no, pass. So we ended up finding the one person we liked, getting her, and then paid for her, blah, 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 and so on. But we were in one booth in like the general area where you can see like the go-go dancers and the strippers walking around trying to get people to pay for a dance. There was like, I think 4 poles separated, and there was booths around each pole, and these were the go-go dancers. So these ones didn't have to be fully nude or anything on the pole. A lot of them just had like some lingerie on. There was one girl, she had like a mesh, sparkly black kind of outfit, and then had a bra underneath and then underwear, so you can't see all the goodies. And then they, I guess, rotate. I'm not sure after how many either minutes or songs, and they rotate to the next one. Then we find out, because there are shows on like the main stage, that the go-go dancers actually rotate onto the main stage as well. But some of the go-go dancers actually like fully get butt-ass naked and strip on the main stage, but I think it's totally like optional, because the one girl that we liked the most, because like she was gorgeous, like perfect butt, everything, body, and just like the dancing she was doing was like hot, I guess. Like, it was just awesome. And then when she was doing her dancing on the stage, like her techniques and like the moves she was doing on the poles or on the pole was like just fascinating. We ended up, one person from our group ended up tipping her after, because like nobody was tipping her, which was very odd. But I guess they're supposed to like go around the table to try and get their tips. Like, a lot of them will try and go up to the guys' faces that are sitting around the main stage and get like their vagina out right in their face and try to get them to like tip them. Yeah. But this girl, she was just awesome. Flexibility, her moves, her strength on the pole. Like, props to this girl. I feel like I could be a go-go dancer. Like, I always think I could be a stripper, but then I'm like, I definitely couldn't in Regina, because Regina is just so tiny. Everybody knows everybody. Or at least a go-go dancer, you're just kind of like dancing on the pole, having a good time. You don't have to get butt-ass naked, but you still get money. And you're like shaking that ass and everything. What was the one thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, so near the end of the night, the guys, two male strippers, actually came to our table, and they were saying that they might have like all the females, like the customers that are in the strip club, go to like this one private booth kind of area, and then they would show us like dance moves or moves on the pole to try and do for ourselves, or we could just dance on the pole if we feel like it and everything. So then we ended up going. I think there was it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? There's like maybe 10 total that was around there. That was all in the strip club. We ended up going, and man, I tried doing some moves, and I was so sore. It was like when you go to work out in a gym, you usually like sore like sometimes the next day, but usually it's like 2 days after when you get a really good workout in. Yeah, I was extremely sore. There's this move where you kind of like, so you're lifting. Oh, hello, Oakley. You lift your bottom half up so like your arms are behind you, and then you're supposed to like put your like use your shoulder blades, and you kind of lock it on the pole so that you can lift your bottom half up. I tried like 3 times. I could not lift myself up. That was a struggle and a half, and I'm strong. So like when I think about these little skinny go-go dancers and strippers that can lift themselves up, and they have like the smallest arms, so they must be just toned as fuck, because that is some serious technique to lift yourself up. And then there was the one move the one guy had shown was kind of like you hold the pole with like your 2 hands, and you kind of put your arm into like your side, and then you lift yourself up so you're kind of like sideways, I guess, on the pole hanging off. Yeah, I tried that a few times. That did not work. That was a serious struggle and a half. But it was lots of fun, because then we also learned like the ones that you just like spin around the pole, learned how to climb the pole. I managed to get to the top 2 or 3 times when I did it, but I had like 4 or 5 bruises. I think it was like 3 days after, all down my arms, my inner thigh, my kneecap. It was insane. Yeah, lots of fun though. I definitely would recommend at least going to the strip club once just to experience it for yourself if you haven't gone. Females included, but I wouldn't recommend going to probably ones in Regina. I think we have little private ones where you can't serve alcohol and strip in the same vicinity. It's illegal in Saskatchewan. But the one strip club we did go to, because it's Alberta, it was not raunchy. It was quite nice, actually. And they have like 4 different locations, I think. That's one company. 4 different locations in Calgary. We went to the one that was downtown. Yeah, it was lots of fun. I would definitely go again. If we had like something here in Regina that we could be like go-go dancers, I would totally do it. That would be so much fun. Make some money. Just dance. Have a good time. I would totally do it. What else did I experience there? Oh, yes. The main other thing at the strip club. We probably had like 4 or 5 shots, 4 or 5 drinks like each. We all should have been wasted. I was dead ass sober. So what me and my sisters think is that the shots and the drinks were probably watered down, because first of all, the shots didn't burn as much as they should have. Second of all, we weren't wasted. With the amount that I drank, I should have been so much more drunk than I was. I should have been falling over and puking. But nope. I was quite sober and walking straight. So that's kind of disappointing. You pay like $10 for a drink because you could pay $9 but you tip. And I just tip like $1 because they're just making a drink and walking it to me. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. I don't know. I'm disappointed in that. The drink thing. Because then we went to a different bar. It's called Commonwealth. That one's kind of cool. It's also in Calgary, downtown area. There's like an upstairs bar and a downstairs bar. And upstairs, the music is either like hip hop or like rap. And the downstairs is usually always like EDM. So the upstairs, it was like really rank rap hip hop that was like really aggressive. The certain type of people there were very pushy and shovey and wasn't the funnest. Downstairs, doing EDM was pretty fun because you can just dance however you want to dance to EDM. It's like a beat just going on and on and on and on and on. Yeah. don't know. I enjoyed it for the most part. Other than the last bar we went to, I liked it when we went there for my sister's bachelorette because it was a lot more fun and the music was way better. And there wasn't certain people there that wanted to like push you around all over the place. Yeah. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are watching this on Spotify, make sure you rate 5 stars. If you are watching this on YouTube, like the video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. I need more fucking subscribers. Getting subscribers on YouTube is not an easy thing, that's for damn sure. Yeah, my Instagram is at Serena Laternus. I have my link tree in the bio and everything on all my podcast Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and my personal Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, not Snapchat. TikTok. I'm talking TikTok, not Snapchat. I'm not going to give a bunch of people my Snapchat. I did that once. I had way too many people on my Snapchat, and I didn't talk to like any of them, and they were just lots of people creeping on my shit. Now people can find me, add me, but they can just watch stuff, but they can't actually message me unless I add them back. So that's not as bad. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode or today's episode, and stay tuned for the next episode coming up tomorrow, because you never know what tea's about to be spilled next. Bye, bitches.